Hi, hello friends, welcome to AS Creations. Today's video we will discuss about poem Paradise Lost, which was written by John Milton. About the author, he was born on 9 December 1608, then died on 8 November 1674. He was an English poet and intellectual also. He also served as a civil servant. He knows some languages like English, Latin, Greek, French, Italian, Old English, Dutch. His notable works are Allegro in 1632, It Pens Rose in 1632, Lycidas in 1637, Paradise Lost in 1667, Paradise Regained 1671, Samson Ahanist 1671. About the poem, Paradise Lost is an epic poem in blank verse. It is considered to be Milton's one of the masterpieces. The first version, published in 1667, consists of 10 books with over 10,000 lines of verse. Books 7 and 10 each splits into two parts. A second edition followed in 1674, arranged into 12 books. Then I wish to introduce the characters of this poem. There are four main characters in this poem: Adam, Eve, angels, and Satan. First of all, Adam, the first human. Adam is created as a perfect, beautiful, innocent, and wise, and attracted by Eve's physical beauty. Milton saw men as inherently superior to women. So Adam is greater than Eve in wisdom, strength, closeness to God, etc. Then another character, Eve. She was the first woman. Eve is created out of Adam's rib. Fascination with her own beauty. She is slightly inferior to Adam, must submit to his will. The third character, angels. First angel, Beelzebub. It is one of the fallen angel. Then sin, Satan's daughter. Death, Satan's son. Gabriel, one of the archangel, which means a good angel. Then it is the guardian at the Garden of Eden. Raphael, it is one of the good angel, acts one of the God's messenger. Then final character, Saturn. Saturn is one of the most powerful archangels. Saturn was jealousy of God's son, leads a rebellion against God. Better to reign in hell than serve to heaven. Now we will discuss about summary of the poem. The action begins with Saturn and his devils in hell after they have been defeated by God's army. Following his vain rebellion against God, he is cast out from heaven and condemned to hell. The devil constructed Pandemonium, a meeting place, to discuss how they will continue their revolt against God. Beelzebub suggests they corrupt God's new creation, earth, and Saturn agrees also. He resolves to corrupt whatever he can of God's goodness. As he leaves hells, he meets his children, sin and death, who follow him and build a bridge from hell to earth. Then Saturn enters paradise and its beauty causes him painful envy, but he resolves to bring evil out of God's goodness. Saturn sees Adam and Eve, the first humans, and overhears them discussing God's commandment forbidding them from eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge. Trees of knowledge disobey. Saturn turns into a toad, whispering to Eve. The archangel Gabriel finds Saturn and confronts him. Saturn flies. Eve wakes up from a dream about disobedience. To ensure the couple's free will, God sends the angel Raphael to warn Adam and Eve about Saturn. Raphael warns Adam about Saturn's attempt to corrupt him. Adam and Eve, angels. This is the summary of book 9. Tragedy of his tale: Adam and Eve's disobedience and the fall of man. Satan returned to the Garden of Eden, Satan hiding on the dark side of the earth for 7 days after being caught and banished by Gabriel. On the eighth day, Satan returns. There is a river, the Tigris. It was named Tigris, that follows underground and re-emerges as a fountain in paradise. Saturn uses this river to get back into the garden. After studying all the animals of the garden, Saturn considered what disguise he should assume and choose to become a snake. Before continuing with his plan, Saturn hesitates, grieving what might have been. He decided that earth is more beautiful than heaven ever was, but as he praises its glory, he laments how he cannot take any joy in this wondrous new creation. Adam and Eve's happiness only causes him greater anguish. He then creeps along like a black mist until he finds a sleeping snake and possesses its body. The next morning, Adam and Eve wake up and give their usual spontaneous praise to God. Eve proposes that she and Adam work separately instead of together as she usually do, as she hopes to get more work done this way. Adam is not keen on this idea. He fears that they will be more susceptible to Satan's temptation if they are alone. Eve is eager to have his strength tested. Eve says, "If I will back by noon." After much resistance, Adam concedes. Satan, in the form of the serpent, searches for the couple. He is delighted to find Eve alone. Coiling up, he gets her attention and begins flattering her beauty, grace, and godliness. Eve is amazed to see a creature of the garden speak. He tells here is enticing language that he gained the gift of speech and intellect by eating the savory fruit of one of the trees in the garden. Heavenly and earthly knowledge. Eve is amazed by the power that this fruit supposedly give the snake. Curious to know which tree hold this fruit, Eve follows Saturn until he brings her to the tree of knowledge. She recoils, telling him that God has forbidden them to eat from this tree, but Saturn persists. Saturn says that he himself has proved that the fruit does not being death, does not bring death, as he ate of it and still lives. Saturn convinces her mind, still Eve not convinced. God thinks, after eat this fruit, you are intelligent, intellect, so jealous. Saturn tempt Eve. Eve decided to eat the fruit. At the moment, earth owned and all was lost. Eve decided to give the same fruit to Adam. She told all what happened. Adam got shocked. She is fallen. No one replaced Eve. So Adam decided to eat fruit for sharing death. Because Adam thinks, I don't live without Eve. Nature pain, earth gives both have after wake up they think fallen, they feel ashamed, they got sin, pure and love, happy, lust, disagreement, they blame each other. Book 9 should be concluded.